Welcome back to Crown Chats. I am honored to welcome today's guest. She is a remarkably talented actress and singer who has appeared in some of the most iconic TV shows of the past 2 decades. But for me and many other fans, she's one of the main reasons I fell in love with Hallmark Channel to begin with. With her emotionally raw delivery, lovable personality, open heart, free spirit, and incredible vocal range that seems to slay every genre, she truly is the gift that keeps on giving. She is gifted us classics like Harvest Moon, The Birthday Wish, Road to Christmas, A Nashville Christmas Carol, Mystic Christmas, and her new movie, A Sweet Holiday Romance, premieres December 13th on Hallmark Channel during Countdown to Christmas. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Jessy Schram.
Thank you. That was so sweet.
Hello, welcome to Crown Chats. I'm so excited and truly honored to have you. You've been on my bucket list as a guest, so
Thank you. Yes. I'm happy we can make it happen finally.
I know. You've had an incredible career, and you've been part of some of the most epic TV shows. I myself was introduced to you as a hardcore Marshmallow or Veronica Mars fan. And side note, it's always been a dream of mine for you and Jason Doran to do a Hallmark movie together just to see what would have happened if Hannah and Logan had gone the distance, because, spoiler alert, it didn't end well for him staying with Veronica long term. But you've been with Hallmark for 20 years, since 2005 with the Jane Doe Mysteries, and now 18 movies later. What has been your experience working with the network, from the progression of the types of stories you get to tell, the characters you get to play, and just the overall development of the network? What has been your experience to grow personally and professionally with them?
Oh, wow. Well, I did. I started with the Hallmark Channel. It was my first job when I moved out to LA. So I was 18. I think I planned to move on a Friday. I got this gig and had to move on Thursday. So I came out to Hollywood with a job, which is so rare and insane to recognize that. And it was with the Hallmark Channel. I played Leah Thompson's daughter on the Jane Doe Mystery series. So I started with a series of movies where I was the daughter and Leah was the star. And it was already an amazing family. Like, it was my first red carpet. I met Patrick Swayze. Like, it was my introduction to working in the world of Los Angeles. And then years later, after I had gotten some other work under my belt, they had called, and Harvest Moon was my first movie with them. And, one of my first lead characters. And I feel like the first 2 movies that I had done, you're just learning how to be a lead. You're learning how to take on the load. We do these movies in 15 days. So it's, not the same as a soap opera, but I would say it's definitely a boot camp in acting and production for sure. And so I was just learning how to handle the endurance and learning how to handle a new role and how to function within that. So I feel like it was then the movies that kind of came after that I started being able to develop the character and stories. And I wasn't just like, going with the flow. But I mean, in these movies, still some of the lessons that I refer to these days, I remember on Harvest Moon and Birthday Wish with Peter DeLuise. Like, he taught me so much as a director, in how I approach different things with the writings and on set and all of that kind of stuff, that most of my core memories are really through these movies, which is really cool. And you're able to adjust and handle so many different things because of the different experiences that you're in. And now, I love them. I think that they're so fun. And I feel like what's really cool lately is there has been an evolution over the years. It's still that core of all 3 generations can watch it on the same couch at the same time. It's appropriate for everybody. But also it's expanded in terms of the storytelling and in terms of, some more ensemble casts and just opening up diversity in a lot of different relationships in a lot of different ways. I've really loved that I feel like over the years, it was so focused on romance that now we're focusing, at least in the movies I've gotten to do, a little bit more on the rom-com element, which I really love. I think I've always gotten to play the physical comedy or the comedy within things, but in the movies that I've gotten to do with them lately, there's a different banter and there's a different flow. And I feel like it really the channel has gone through so many changes. The core values are the same in bringing joy and peace, and having everybody be able to watch them. But I think it's really grown within the diversity of the stories that we're telling, and that feels really great.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned with Jane Doe, Leah Thompson is also back on Hallmark with
I
Chicken
saw this.
Sisters.
I'm a
So I was
little
like, well,
jealous.
maybe there could be like a little revival or a new spin-off or a new little collab to kind of like, how cool would that
Yeah.
be to be like just bringing it full circle and then you're the lead.
I want to do like a new Jane Doe where we're both,
Yeah.
the agents, I guess you could say. They were moms by a day or cop by a day, mom by night, or flip that around. But like, I would love to either reprise that role or just work with her again in any capacity. I believe her first directing gig was on Jane Doe. So I was there during the first time. I believe it was the first time. Leah, don't be mad at me if I'm getting this wrong, but I believe it was the first time. And I mean, ever since then, I've still just always wanted to work with her, not as an actor, but as a director. She's really special and incredibly curious. So, I mean, but yeah, I was a little jealous when I saw she was back, that I wasn't part of it, not gonna lie.
And we had Jesse Hutch on recently, and he said that one of the films he still gets approached about the most or recognized for the most is Harvest Moon. And also the one that he said is constantly demanded for a sequel, which he did say he's on board for, so just planting that seed for you. What does it mean to you to see that your projects still connect with people so strongly after all these years?
I mean, it's humbling, to be completely honest. It's humbling to get to be part of something that has become a core memory for people. Or a lot of people talk to me about the Hallmark movies and how they affected them at certain times in life they were going through. And it's really like, I just got little goosebumps. It's really an honor and a responsibility, and also very humbling to be part of a time in people's lives that they really found comfort or relatability, or they made changes because of the story and the character that you are pulling through for them. So it's a humbling experience, and it's also like incredibly flattering.
Well, just get ready to be overwhelmed with that love at Christmas Con because I think you're going to be hearing that for like 2, 3 days straight. So, but it's yes, beautiful to think of. And I always kind of feel, I don't want to say I feel bad, but I feel empathy for those of you that are like hearing so many of these stories like that so rapidly in a row from these people. Because it's like, you guys make these projects and obviously you've made more since then, but they're coming to you like spilling their guts in like 30 seconds. And then it's like, okay, let's take a picture. I'm like, you haven't even had the chance to like absorb what they just said. And it might have been like, this is, what saved me when I was going through treatment for something, or this is what I shared with my mom. It's like the most emotionally raw. And it's like, okay, go. And it's like, you have to just stand there and like take that for 8 hours. Like, I would imagine that's draining in some way, like beautiful and touching, like to add the significance to the work that you're doing, but like just in a way, it's hard for you guys to handle. So I always feel that for you guys. So if you need a little comic relief, I'll just come to your
Oh,
booth and be like, I'll just do some stupid dance and give you a little second to breathe if you need it. But
I mean, the amazing thing to me, what makes me feel best is that people feel comfortable sharing that,
yeah.
they want to, and that there's the opportunity for it. And it's like, it's a hard space where, so much is going on, and you do need to move through the moment to, wherever you're going, because it is a small period of time. But it's also, like I said, it's an honor, and it's also like a gift that people feel so comfortable, and to be able to share that, and to be able to have the moment to recognize what somebody went through and how you affected them. To me, like, there's nothing hard about that. It's only that there's not enough time, to be completely honest. Yeah.
And we have to chat your music. You have a beautiful voice and you've sang in so many different genres. If people haven't binged Nashville yet, I highly recommend doing so. But we've seen you in roles even like Country at Heart, where you're singing on screen. And you've also gifted us some lovely holiday tunes of your own. I have to say that On This Christmas Day, My Present Is You, and Till the Seasons Change Again are always on my playlist. Do you have any new music or maybe a new musical role in the future?
Oh, I mean, that's my next thing that I want to approach Hallmark about, is let's get the music back in, whether it be that I get to be part of the soundtrack, or that, we have a new character that lives within this musical world, and let's reprise my relationship with Winona Judd. Like, let's let's get that going again. So I would love for a character within the musical world or however those elements can come around to be on my bingo card in the next few years. I have reached out to a few writers recently that have always been on my bingo card for the last 20 years that I finally have the confidence to be like, hey, I've got new songs on in the market, but I've also got some in storage that I've always just been too precious to get made, and I'm wanting to take some of those steps. Life is, I'm blessed, knock on wood, and very, very lucky that the acting door just continues to keep opening right now. So I don't want to slow that momentum, but I'm also realizing how important it is to balance the creativity and make sure that you're not letting other areas go dry. So hopefully so.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I feel like there was a missed opportunity when you did Nashville Christmas Carol, because I'm watching it and like it has you and Wes Brown, who are both great singers who have gifted us
Mhm.
great music, especially holiday music. And I'm watching the movie and I was like waiting for this musical number to come up between you guys. And then it just like never happened. And I'm like, wait a minute. Or like no bonus song for a soundtrack. I'm like, where was
Right.
this? So just saying that could maybe there's another movie or project and anyway, but
It's a good idea. It's a good pitch. It's a good pitch. Like I said, we're planting a lot of seeds right
I know
now.
that's the goal. We just want we need more of you and more singing and all of the above. So it's all good. So I have heard a rumor
Okay.
about you, and I want to give you an opportunity to address it and clear anything up. But I have been told and seen some footage
Okay.
that you have been known to throw candy at people behind the scenes.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, yeah, I'm totally kidding, but I did actually see this video, and you're just kind of dancing, having a great time, and you did in
Yeah.
fact throw candy, but I don't think you intended to throw it at the person. I think it was at the camera. And if anything, we do see how genuine you are, because I think you immediately apologize for it afterwards, which is
I
great.
I want to address this because I'm going to rephrase this. Not throwing candy at people. Throwing candy as confetti. So we'll
Yes.
say throwing sparkles and joy and confetti that was in the form of candy towards the camera for musical effect and not really remembering that there is a cameraman, which was, I believe it was either Jason or Avery when we were doing Mystic Christmas. There were some dance numbers happening. Yeah, and they were very patient with me.
Yes, and we can thank Avery. Also, shout out to Avery, incredibly talented makeup.
Oh, the
But
absolute
she,
best.
yes, shared the video with me, so that was hilarious. And I will say there is a common theme though, speaking of her, but from a number of actors, directors, writers, creative artists that I have spoken with, and there is a common theme that like you are one of the most humble, kind, and just like best people to work with.
Oh,
And you have a great relationship with people behind the scenes, on camera, and I guess when you are number one on the call sheet, so being the leading actress you are, how do you establish a creative environment that allows everybody to feel comfortable yet want to take risks? Like more so, how do you set the bar for everybody to be disciplined? Like we have to get the work done in this specific time, but
right.
yet balance it to help people make connections and enjoy the time and opportunity that they have.
Ooh, that's a great question. Also, that is very kind. You made me like tear up a little bit. That was very
Oh.
sweet. Man, I've I've been working in this industry for about 26, 27 years. I started when I was younger, and I've been on a lot of sets, and I have observed so much. I've learned from so many people some amazing things. I've also seen what I don't want or what I maybe didn't appreciate so much, or the things that really made me comfortable. And I feel like, I kind of, or and I hope it feels that way, is I'm never really going in like, I'm the lead, this is what I'm gonna do. But there is that responsibility, and I do understand that there is a lot that trickles down from the vibe that I'm gonna set. And naturally, I love to work. I love my crews. I love my cast members. I've been extremely lucky. So I think that there is just a natural element of excitement and happiness to be there and fun. But I think that there also is that element of like, I want to make sure that people are in a good space because that's what I would want for me. And really, it's naturally just enjoying the environment that I'm in, and also respecting that everybody has something to bring. And while I may be number one on the call sheet, I can't do it without 1 through 72 and every single person that's on the front and back of that. So it really is that vibe of we are there to create together. And I always hope that that is what people bring into it. And yes, while we're having fun and we're doing this, I will always come prepared. I will always have done my homework, and if that sets the vibe too of a certain discipline, I think that that's really great as well, because you can have fun, but you're also there to work. It is a job and we are there to do something, but life is also too short. So let's have fun while we're doing it.
And bring the confetti. And there you go.
And bring the confetti and the candy, and then really be sad if it hits somebody on accident.
If I had to get hit in the face with candy, I would be honored if it was you that was behind it. But just kidding. And of course, you currently star on Chicago Med on NBC, but you make your return to Countdown to Christmas on Hallmark Channel with your new film, A Sweet Holiday Romance, on December 13th. Can you tell everybody about what they have to look forward to?
Yes, yes. So A Sweet Holiday Romance. I play a girl named Sabrina, and she is a writer, and she has the opportunity of a lifetime to go help ghostwrite this memoir of this famous art dealer in this famous Grand Fairbanks hotel where her most favorite and famous author created her favorite Christmas children's book. So there's a lot that is about this hotel that is just extremely exciting and magical. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that she's just been waiting for. And in the process, she happens to be interested in this very charming hotel guest. She then mistakes him, because there's a royal exhibit in town, as being a royal. So throughout, when he is actually really the royal's assistant. So throughout the movie, you kind of see this element of, which by the way, Ian played brilliantly by Dominic Sherwood, and our ensemble cast is just absolutely amazing. This movie has 3 love stories going on at the same time. We go from past to the present, and the past is really romantic and I feel like done so well. And all of the stories combine into each other as lessons and really play on each other. So it's not just about Sabrina finding love in the city. You know, it really is a love story, and about there are no wrong decisions. Everything will work out, but also why not take a chance? So I really love that element. And this movie, it's going to have a lot of really make you blush, awkward, fun moments in all of the romance, which is my favorite part of the movie. And the meet cute is one of my favorite as well.
Awesome. And everybody's going to love it. And if anybody, for those who are attending Christmas Con, there is going to be a special screening of this, as long as with a Q&A as well. So while tickets are lasting, because I know they were selling quickly or getting claimed quickly.
Ooh, I love that.
Watch this movie with Jessy, and it's going to be amazing. And that brings us to our final segment, which I call a little crown to crown, which is simply a rapid fire response. I'm going to give you a topic, and you're going to give me the first answer that comes to mind. Dream music collaboration.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Like 12 people just came through my mind. Oh, this is rude. Okay, man. You know what? Oh, for me to collaborate with, or just in general?
For you to collaborate.
Oh, for me, I mean, I would love to work with the producers of the Lumineers. That just came to mind. That's been something. Oh, wow. Really, to be honest, I want to work with everybody. I want to work with everybody. And I mean, I grew up on Jewel, so to have like a songwriting session with Jewel would just blow every bit of dream out of the water for me personally. I grew up like, you know,
first album. So
I had taken, I think that her song was the first song. Oh gosh, there's just so many things, but I have all of her poetry books. You know, I've followed her for a while. Her and Jim Morrison, I just like in high school would read their poetry books. She's just brilliant.
Which of your projects has more story to tell, either as a sequel, prequel, or spin-off?
Oh, great question. I'm gonna go with A Sweet Holiday Romance. There is way more to tell and way more to discover. Yes.
I love it.
You are competing in a holiday showdown full of competitions like ugly sweater making, cookie decorating, and more. Who are you teaming up with, and who are you going against?
Okay, if I was doing I'm gonna go with people that I've worked with. If I was doing an ugly sweater contest, I would pick Brendan Penny. And if I was cake decorating or cookie decorating, I feel like I would choose Wes Brown because he's a cook on the off time. So I would do that combination. But here's the thing, then I'd want to grab, a Jonathan Bennett. I want to grab an Erin Cale because she would just be the best cheerleader in the entire world. Here's the thing, it really doesn't matter who we go against because we win. So oh, and Christopher Polaf, like we gotta, you know what? I'll go against him. Let's go against him because I think that the banter would be hilarious. Yeah.
Oh, sign me up to watch that. I love it. All right.
And Melissa Peterman. Oh,
yeah.
Melissa's
Oh, yes.
on her. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I just keep thinking about like the elements of and like they host the shows and they judge the shows, so I just feel like we get the secrets. Yeah.
Love it.
It's us
You're gonna
against
be
the world.
sending me messages later. This person too. This person too. Okay.
No, literally, I'm like, it's everybody against everybody else. It's all of Hallmark against the world, basically. Yeah.
If you could leave listeners with a piece of Hallmark advice to add that little movie or maybe holiday magic to their own life, what would it be?
I was just about to sing a song of listen to your heart. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you. That would be the best advice that I have for anybody listening for Hallmark is listen to your heart when it's calling for you or to you.
Yeah. The fact that you just did Roxette is like makes me even love you more. So thank you. That is like always one of my go-to like car jams, like all those. So
yeah, immediately I was like, this is what people need to hear.
And lastly, a favorite charity or organization to give a shout out to that holds a place in your heart.
Oh gosh, well, NF Hope is actually doing their neurofibromatosis singing concert next weekend that I'm not able to be a part of, and I just want to call them out and shout them out for all that they do for the NF community.
I love that, and I've seen that you've done some music and stuff for them in the past, so I always love that.
Yeah, it's I have a few charities that I absolutely love, but they are definitely in the swing right now of all of their holiday shows, and I want to make sure that people check them out during that.
And that wraps us up. Thank you so much for being here. I am such a fan. As I've said, you're one of the reasons I fell in love with Hallmark Channel to begin with. And it's been such a blessing to talk with you. And I'm so excited for your new movie, Sweet Holiday Romance, and of course, everything you have to come in the future. So therefore, where can people find and follow Jessy Schram to keep up with all of the excitement you still have to come?
Well, now you can just type in my name, Jessy with a Y, Schram, S-C-H-R-A-M, or J Schrammer, J-S-C-H-R-A-M-E-R, at pretty much all of the media spots. And then also, too, you can find my music on pretty much every music outlet as well.
And that wraps up another episode of Crown Chats. Thank you so much for joining me. If you love what you're seeing, do me a favor, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and of course follow me, Haley, at Crown the Halls on Instagram. And don't forget about our sweet merch with Dressing Festive. You can find that linked in the episode as well as on my Instagram bio. So until next time, wear your crown. Your crown may tilt, may it never fall, but you are beautiful and you are strong.